In episode 946, what Luffy just did is reminiscent of the Sabaody archipelago, where Silvers really used a similar method to break Cammy's necklace. At that time, in desperation, Luffy unconsciously activated his power correctly. But this time it's different. He's not cornered, so the power can't be unleashed as intended. Both were immediately knocked back by Big Mom, slamming into the wall headfirst. Fortunately, Hyogoro, who didn't fully trust him, managed to use Riwo to slow the impact, saving Luffy from serious injury. Afterward, he feigned death, deliberately pushing Luffy into his familiar state of despair. However, upon seeing Big Mom suddenly attack, Hyogoro immediately changed his attitude. He frankly stated that he believed Luffy could do it, but for now, it was every man for himself, because staying would mean even he, an old man, would struggle to survive. A chaotic chase ensues, with Luffy being chased around the prison. This scene is witnessed by those who were once Hyogoro's rivals. Realizing that Queen has awakened, they take advantage of Big Mom's absence to set a trap. An empty red bean soup container is placed as bait. When Big Mom returns, she mistakes it for the real thing, lowers her guard, and approaches. At that very moment, Queen swoops down from above at incredible speed. This is the Brachio Bomber technique. The extremely powerful collision causes the two to crash into each other. Big Mom is completely unprepared for this attack, but this full-force impact completely restores her memory. Even more terrifying, Big Mom remains standing after taking Queen's strongest blow. In episode 947, Big Mom's memory is restored, allowing her to fully utilize her power. Befitting her title as a Yonko, sensing the terrifying power emanating from her, Queen understands he cannot possibly defeat this monster, even though she insists on getting the red bean soup. Just as Queen stood frozen, preparing to accept his fate, Big Mom suddenly fell asleep. Whether it was due to hunger or the previous impact, this moment brought tears of relief to Queen's eyes, for a moment's delay would have meant his death. Quickly, before Big Mom woke up, Queen immediately ordered his subordinates to bring pure sea stone handcuffs and a series of tranquilizers. He understood that things had spiraled out of control, and the most urgent task was to get Big Mom out of prison immediately. Babanuki was reassigned to guarding Udon, while Queen and a few subordinates quickly escorted Big Mom onto a ship to return to Onigashima. At the same time, Otama and Momonosuke sneaked inside, beginning their plan to rescue Luffy. Queen had left, and this became the perfect opportunity for Luffy to reclaim Udon prison. The guards were defeated one by one, while Luffy honed his haki. The neck shackles had been destroyed earlier, and the handcuffs had been removed by Queen during a sumo match, so now no one could stop Luffy. Babanuki immediately threatened the prisoners, forcing them to cooperate in subduing Luffy. The prison rules clearly stated that failure to comply would result in execution. Even if they escaped, Kaido was still outside, a monster they'd rather die than live like dogs inside. At that moment, Deifugo fired his gun, shooting an infected bullet directly at the prisoners restraining Luffy. Anyone who touched it would be infected with this deadly poison. This was one of Queen's most cruel inventions, a man with a particular fondness for creating weapons and viruses. Right in the midst of the chaos, Kawamatsu's voice rang out from within the prison, drawing everyone's attention. Immediately afterward, Kiku joined the fight, beginning the rescue of the 9 red scabbards. In episode 948, Reizo finally retrieves Kawamatsu's Sotetsu sword and immediately attempts to escape from Deputy Warden Solitaire. Using only his invisibility jutsu, Reizo completely overwhelms her, making it impossible for her to pinpoint his location amidst the swirling smoke. From above, Reizo suddenly leaps out, simultaneously throwing the key and sword towards the cell where Kawamatsu is imprisoned. Upon being freed, Kawamatsu unleashes a powerful punch, knocking away all the guards blocking the way outside. Not stopping there, Kawamatsu spins his body, charging straight into the crowd. He reappears in mid-air with Onimaru, creating an overwhelming spectacle that shakes the entire prison. At that moment, Hyogoro also returns, assuming a battle-ready stance. Because too many spirits have been crushed here, and it's time for the truth to be revealed. Reizo and Kiku reveal their true identities. They are not ghosts of the past, nor imposters, but real people, hidden behind masks, waiting for the day to rise up in rebellion. Kiku is Yuki no Kikunoyo. Reizo is Reizo of the Mist, with the appearance of Yokozuna Kawamatsu and the Old Man Hyogoro. Names once famous have reappeared. Following Babanuki's orders, the henchmen continue to charge forward, trying to subdue the Straw Hat crew while mercilessly unleashing their plague bullets, regardless of whether they are comrades or prisoners. During the chaos, Reizo realized Kid was Luffy's ally, so he conveniently threw the key to him, simultaneously freeing Kamazo the Manslayer, who was being held captive nearby. And that wraps up our recap for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment with your thoughts, and share it to support the channel. Make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you won't miss the next episodes of the Wano arc recap. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.